Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hi, it's Channel 1 News with the latest on single-parent households. There are several issues that arise with the thought of single-parent households that come to mind. Obvious issues are a parent raising children on their own, possible financial issues, the lack of having to live without the other parent, and a parent being overwhelmed by themselves. As of 2009, in the United States, 35% of the population are single parents, with African American leading to the 67th percentile. 24% of 75 million children under 18 live in a single-parent household. 9.2 million are under the age of 9. About 1/6 of white children live in single-parent homes. Now, out in the field, we have Victor Moan Jr. and Franklin Maurice Hatchett III.
All right, we have Franklin Maurice Hatchett III here with us today. I hear that you pretty much grew up without a dad. Would you like to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I grew up without a father. It was pretty hard, you know what I'm saying? But as time went on and progressed, I learned to deal with it, and I learned a lot from my mother, and it carried me a long way.
So, do you feel as though you were hindered in any way without having a father, or you were fine, or what? Let us know.
I was fine after a while. When I first come up, it kind of hurted me, but, as I grew older, I was like, well, nah. I looked up to my mother for everything. She taught me everything that I know now, and it carried me a long way.
So, for any other little kids getting ready to come up, would you have any message to tell them growing up dealing, not having a father?
I would tell them that it's life, and that things might go wrong in our lives, but we gotta learn to deal with it and become strong for the sake of our mother and other siblings.
All right, man. Thanks for coming out today. Back to you, Bertha, in the studios.
People once traditional followed the Bible and got married. In today's society, men has changed what a family should be, making single parents seem normal. Marriage was once sacred. Without marriage, it opens the door for single parent households. Society has now accepted it. Single parent households. Back to the field with Victor Moan Jr.
All right, Bertha. I've managed to come across Annette Bakerfield. So, Annette, I hear you lost your mother at a very young age and you've been growing up with your father. Would you like to tell us about that experience?
Well, growing up without a mother was very hard, but my father was always there for me. But in some cases, he really couldn't relate to me on a female level. But other than that, it was very, very hard to grow up without my mom.
I'm deeply, deeply sorry to hear about that. Did you have any motherly figures ever step in your life to help you out?
Well, I had an older sister who was there whenever my mother died. She was always there for me. My mother died whenever she was 13 years old, so she had more experience with my mother than I did. So she could help me on some aspects that I needed help on that a mother could show me.
Man, that's deep. I'm glad you stayed strong and managed to fight through it. And we want to thank you for coming out and doing this little bit with us. Okay. Thank you, Annette. All right. Back to you, Bertha, in the studios.
Over time, women have been granted with more rights, allowing them to make more and equal money to men. That has led to an increase in independent women, decreasing the dependency on the husband. Some situations cannot be controlled, for instance, death. Now in the field, we have Victor Moan Jr., who has caught a heated debate between Franklin Maurice Hatchett III and Elroy Pinecone.
All right, Bertha, you're not going to believe this one. I've ran across a heated debate between Franklin and my brother Elroy. You got to check this out. Y'all dig this.
Man, how you gonna tell me that you don't need a pops in your life, man?
Man, you heard me. I said I don't need no pops. If I don't need no pops, I feel like I don't need one. I don't need nobody to opinion.
Man, a pops is essential to your life,
Shit,
dude.
no, it's not my life.
How come it's not, man?
Cause, man, like I said, I learned everything from my mom. I don't need no pops.
But man, your pop show you how to cut grass, how to take the garbage out.
Yeah.
Man, he teach you how to go and get a honey. Dude, you can have honeys, right?
Just like my mom could teach me how to get honey.
No,
she
man.
could teach me what to say to a lady. She a lady, ain't she?
But your pop is smooth, man. He got that barred white voice.
And man, I don't want to hear all that, man. Man, I know what I'm talking about. I don't need no pops growing up, man.
Man, look, bro, you need a pops, and I'm not gonna tell you about that anymore.
Man,
You're
I
gonna
don't
make
wanna
this
hear that.
situation get ugly, dude.
Man, you need to go and perm your hair or something, man. I don't want to hear none
Man,
of that,
you need
man.
to get like me. The honeys dig me.
They did what?
This here, look at all of this.
Yeah, because your hair is straighter than theirs.
Man, you know what? I'm done with this.
Man, bye.
As you can see, Bertha, that was crazy. Now back to you in the studios.
United States compared to developed countries rate higher in single parenting. The social problem does affect other countries, but affect the United States more. There's a fine line between what people consider a problem and not a problem. Some may view single parenting households as a problem, while others don't see a problem with it. If people stop having premarital sex, there can be a huge decline in single parenting. They should also make it more expensive to get a divorce. That's all with China One News.